Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hello, how are you all? Hope you are doing fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIV's Home School, and this is Ariful Islam, Assistant Teacher of English, National Idol English Version School, Marksheet. Today I am going to take a Bangladesh and Global Studies class for you, and this is class number 2 of this is Assignment-1, Part-2. So this is assignment class number 2. So let's look today. Class 6, subject Bangladesh and Global Studies, topic Assignment-1 Part 2. So this is your Assignment-1 class number 2. I have given part number 2. Term annual, lecture 21. Teacher Ariful Islam. This is my mobile number. This is my messenger ID. So let's start the class today. So this is your assignment 1. This is your assignment. You have to write the three question answer. Number 1, discuss the reasons for the victory of Bangladesh in the Liberation War. I have discussed this topic on the last class, lecture 20. I have discussed chapter 1, lesson 1, 2 for this answer. Today I will teach you assignment question number 2. Make a list of the various prehistoric civilizations of the Indian subcontinent and ancient dynastics. And 3, explain 2 contributions of the Persians in the history of civilizations. So I will discuss 2 questions today from chapter 1, lesson 3, 4 and 5, human settlement and political history of Bangladesh, and chapter 2, Bangladesh and world civilizations, lesson 1, 2, 3, and I will go also 4, 5 also. So let's take a look at lesson 3, 4 and 5, chapter 1, human settlement and political history of Bangladesh. So I'm discussing question number 2. I will give you some clues in this class. I will not give you direct answer. You will have to research, find the answer. There had been human settlement in Bangladesh from the primitive age. Some areas of Sylhet, Chattogram and Kumilla district are the earliest land of Bangladesh. Some regions of Bogura, Dinajpur, Tangal and Norsingdi are ancient as well. So in Bogura we find Moistangar, and in Norsingdi we find Wari Boteshwar. Prehistoric weapons such as eggs made of stone and burnt wood, chisel, point of an arrow have been discovered at Rangamati and Shitakundo in Chattogram, Lalmai of Kumilla, and Chunarughat of Hobigans, and Wari Boteshwar of Norsingdi. This one is very important for us. After the Stone Age, the evidence of home living in the copper stone age has been found at Wari Boteshwar. No parts of the oldest urban civilization of the Indian subcontinent have been found in Bangladesh. However, the instances of the second urban civilizations of the Indian subcontinent have been discovered in Moistangar, in the Borindro lands of Bogura, and in Madhupur land of Wari Boteshwar in Norsingdi. So in the ancient time we have many Janapads. So one of the Janapads was Borindro, we call it Bogura. Okay, so the name of the oldest city situated at Moistangar was Pundranagar. So Pundranagar was the oldest city of Bangladesh that was situated in Pundranagar. The name Pundranagar was found in the Brahmi letter inscriptions on a stone. So Pundranagar flourished in the 4th century BC. The name on the 200-500 old city at Wari Boteshwar has not been known yet. So in these questions, Wari Boteshwar is important. So, but the history of present Bangladesh part can be known from the time of Maurya Emperor Ashoka it can be anticipated from the Moistangar stone script that Emperor Ashoka ruled Punjanagar. It was called Maurya dynasty. So this is your first dynasty. So question number 2, make a list of the various prehistoric civilizations I have discussed here in Indus civilization, in Harappa, or Moistangar and Auribodeshers. Okay, so we have find in this case Maurya Emperor Ashoka, and he established the first dynasty. It was called the Maurya dynasty. So let's go to next page. The comprehensive history of our country is known as from the Gupta dynasty. So we have find another dynasty, Gupta dynasty. The Gupta kings were mainly the rulers of the northern part of the Indian subcontinent. Towards the end of Gupta dynasty, the names of some other kings of Bangladesh region are found. They are known as next Gupta. And after the next Gupta rulers, the identity of a ruler named Shashanko can be known. He was the ruler of Gaura. So, Pal dynasty was the first long-lasting dynasty in Bangladesh. This is very important. First dynasty of Pal dynasty was a long-lasting dynasty in Bangladesh. They ruled our country at least 200 years. The founder of this dynasty, Gopal, ascended the throne, putting an end to the century-long disputes, anarchy, and carnage. So Gopal was the founder of this dynasty. The Shen rulers came here from Karnataka of South India to serve in the army of the Pal rulers. Gradually, they started to increase their power. B.G.S. Shen, this is important, came to power during the reign of Madan Pal, the last feeble Pal ruler. King Ballal Shen, King Ballal Shen and Lakshman Shen ruled after B.G.S. Shen. It is said that the Shen rulers set up administration in the entire Bangladesh and ruled for a long time. Among the Shen rulers, B.G.S. Shen and Ballal Shen were from Shaiva community. So Lakshman Shen had fondness of Vaishnav community. The Shen rulers were caring about religious rituals. So I have discussed question number 2. You will go to lesson 3, 4 and 5. You might get more information than me from the text. Okay, so go through the lesson 3, 4 and 5. Try to collect the information from the text. And this one, Persian civilizations. So first came here. Please come here. I have again came the assignment also. So question number 3. Explain 2 contributions of the Persians in the history of civilizations. So for these questions, we have to go chapter 2, lesson 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6. So I have taken this lesson, the important part of question number 3 here. You have to go to Persian civilizations. Chapter 2, lesson 4 and 5. So in the ancient period, the peasant country named Iran was called Persia. So Iran was called Persia at that time. The Persians developed civilizations in 600 BC, and Emperor Darius the first contributed much to the development of this civilization. So you will write assignment question number 3 from this part, question number 3. You will write question number 3 from these portions. Emperor Darius the first contributed much to the development of this civilization. He turned the Persian kingdom into an empire, conquering many countries. In the history of civilizations, the Persians had 2 contributions. So these 2 are most important for your assignment. One was efficient administration in the ruling empire. The second one, the other was spatial religious pattern. So these 2 contributions. Question number 3 wants to know the contributions, the 2 major contributions of Persian civilization. These are the contributions. and you will write short notes, few lines about these contributions. To run the entire empire properly, Emperor Darius divided the whole empire into 21 provinces. So this is the first important contributions. You will find which part of these contributions. He constructed highways. This is also important to communicate with each of the province. He started postal system, and the important part, as a result, the people of postal department riding horses could convey news to the capital from all provinces. Excellent monuments and statues were made in the Persian civilization. For the first time, Zoroaster, the priest of Persia, widely spread a monotheistic religion. This is also important for this answer. So, my dear students, again, come to the assignment. I finished my lectures today. So, my dear students, in B.G.S assignment, you have to write 3 questions. Number 1, discuss the reasons for the victory of Bangladesh in the Liberation War. Actually, this one is a broad questions. So, you have to write 2, 3 or more pages according to your handwriting, and you have to give the correct information from the text. You have to use your own creativity and stick to your topic. Don't move to other topics. So, question number 1, the broad question, it might be 2 or 3 pages and more pages, and give the right information, correct information from the text. Question number 2, make a list of the various prehistoric civilizations of the Indian subcontinent and ancient dynastics. So, this question is shorter than first one. So, this question might be 1 or 2 pages, 1.5 pages, but make a list of the various prehistoric civilizations and dynastics. You have to list first the civilizations and dynastics, then write 2, 3 or 4 lines each of the civilizations and dynastics. Okay, first list the civilizations, prehistoric civilizations, then write few lines about these, make a list of dynastics, and then few lines about the dynastics. Number 3, explain 2 contributions of the Persians in the history of civilizations. You will write the 2 contributions and then give some explanation, descriptions about these civilizations. Okay, so that's all for today, my dear students. And if you have any questions arises about Assignment 1 of B.G.S, you can make a phone call to me. You can knock me also in the Facebook through your email IDs. I am ready to give answers to your questions. So that's all for today. Keep practicing at home, avoid your parents. Stay safe, stay well. See you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.